A kind datesy wall. I'm Kinsmark.
I'm Violeta.
Coming at you early this afternoon because I haven't had much sleep this week. So, yeah.
We have not had much sleep this week.
Sleep remains an elusive prize that I cannot keep my grasp upon for more than about a day at a time. So, yeah, I've had about 3 days worth of actual sleep in a full 7-day week, and one can probably see the effects thereof upon mine visage and my ability to actually articulate myself.
You mean the lack thereof?
Yeah. So anyway, commencing stream early today since we actually have energy to do so.
Sort of.
Yeah, because we sort of had that look earlier. Like the goal for us today is to just reach dinner time and crash after that, so that hopefully we can wake up at a somewhat normal time tomorrow, and then last a little longer into normal people hours. And we're just like, well, we have the energy to do that. However, we're not going to have the energy to stream after that, so
we have to do it now.
Yeah, those are different levels of energy. Just staying awake and conducting oneself on camera, definitely
not
different levels. So, I'm also just straight up. I'm not up for Shadowrun at the moment because I am so.
Cannot. No.
Yeah, like I'd have a hard time keeping up with the story, and I probably couldn't do characters justice for the voices and stuff because I'm so fatigued. So I figured I'd just do something mindless and play some Rocket League.
Speaking of which, Scott is here and says, hello!
How
Wants
goes?
an extra teammate.
Here in a little while, sure, yeah.
And says, normal people hours are for the weak!
They're also for the well-adjusted and the healthy.
Which we are not.
Yeah.
I may or may not be coming down with something. We don't know yet. I'm hoping not.
Yeah, so anyway,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm going to solo it for a little while. Once I inevitably start losing in my energy and I still want to carry on for a little while, then I'll probably jump into I was about to say a squad, a team with as many folks as care to join. So for now,
let's just go.
Let's just jump into Play Online.
Yeah.
And that's right, I forgot they added this new matchmaker thingy.
Doubles. Isn't that the hoops?
No.
Oh.
Hoops is hoops.
Oh. Then let's
I'll do standard, chaos,
and hoops.
snow day because I love snow day. Wow, love Ho Day too. Apparently.
What?
Ooh.
What? It says, give me a bit to land my starship and I'll be there. Let's
playing some more Elite.
Let's also do
yeah. Rocket Labs. Rumble. Drop shot. Fine match.
Yeah.
All right. So,
there's a lot of players online.
Yeah, clarification for anyone that is, for some reason, maybe just marathoning all of the Rocket League streams that we've done on the archive channel. I haven't played this in several months, so if there's anything new that was added to the game at all recently, I don't have a clue about it. So, I'm also rusty, because, like, literally, this is the first match I have played in months. You're looking at it right now. So
we'll see how this goes.
If I'm a little off, that is the reason. It's amazing how fast it comes around to you again, though, because muscle memory and all.
No, too close to our goal.
Hey, there we go. I have prided myself for years.
No.
Oh, dang it. Oh, so close. He shoots and they stole it. All right, well. Anyway, to finish my sentence, on actually having fairly commendable muscle memory that I could count on to remember things, even when my conscious mind could not. Because, fun fact, the manner through which I passed my high school physics class that was an equal measure of hard calculations and conceptual theoretical physics. And that's that half and half nature of it is the only reason I passed. Because if it were any more focused on the math, Lord knows I would not have. Anyway, for the part that was the math focused, though, I could not consciously commit to memory the formulae for various processes. I couldn't remember it if I thought about it to do so. However, I could, in my downtime, and I'm just minding the goal for now, I could practice writing down the formulae.
Oh.
So that I could just
Oh.
convert it into rote muscle memory. Oh, God.
So
Come on. Almost made that goalie shot. So that if I could just sort of tell my hand, you know, write X formula, and then without even consciously thinking about it, just let my hand start moving, I'd get the formula right every single time. So that was how I'd pass all of my tests in that class. I would just, in the margin of my my test sheet, I'd always just sort of will myself to, through muscle memory, write down all the formulae that I knew were necessary for that test so that I had them as a reference for the rest of the test. And so I could, you know, consult it that way. And when I explained it that way to my teacher, at first I could tell he was a little puzzled. He was just like, he didn't quite catch what I meant at first. And then when he saw me doing it, he was just like, oh, that's an ingenious workaround for your learning hang-up. That's interesting.
Yeah. So you bullshitted your way through, legit.
Well, no, I made clever use of my neurological systems. Because, no, I will own up to the fact that if there is... Well, that. And there are classes, entire subjects, that I bullshitted my way through. Because if there is anything that a liberal arts degree of any kind, especially a creative writing degree like mine...
We'll teach you how to be the master of the BS.
Oh, yes. How to masterfully sound like you know exactly what you're talking about any given subject, even if you haven't the faintest clue. And it's all really just rooted in contextual... Yeah, and I need to start taking charge, because playing goalie...
It's not working.
No one for our forward wings has a clue what they're doing, so I think I just need to abandon the goal and start taking shots.
So otherwise no one's going to win.
Yeah, because these guys are just afraid to commit to anything.
Yeah, and Shield says popping and say hi. I have to finish something around the house before I can stay in chat.
Alrighty. Because I'll fully admit, several of my psychology courses, I completely... I shouldn't have abandoned the goal. Yeah, I completely just faked it till I made it through, and made it through with a minor in psych, so...
All of your teammates left the match.
Great!
Now we have somebody who joined the match.
Sure do love it when we get scored on once and everyone just jumps ship.
It actually happened right before we got scored on.
Oh, whatever. No. Oh, God, no. Oh, thank God. The enemy is just as inept as we are. How very lucky for us. Oh, come on, guys. We at least have to tie this up. No. No. Uh-oh.
You missed.
No! Just throw the enemy at the ball. That's all it takes. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright. And hit. Oh, dang it. Shit. No! I think I helped them along on accident. Did I even touch it? Because I might have missed. Okay, good, I missed. I certainly didn't help us, because I did miss. I didn't make it worse for us, though. I thought I had tipped it just enough to knock it into our goal. Alright, well, we're not tying this up in 34 seconds. So this is a lost cause. Let's just make it painful for them, I guess. I don't know. And a hit. 17 seconds. Come on. Someone do something. Someone do something. Whoa, okay. That guy's going full aerial pilot mode. No. Well. Almost set it up for what could have maybe turned into a goal in the next 5 seconds. We didn't have 5 seconds to spare, though. Oh, well. Thanks for that. Thanks. That feels patronizing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, ready? You know what? I'll even vote rematch. Come at me, scrubs. Okie dokie.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody wants a rematch. Well, that's a good sign. This is actually the first competitive game that I've played since they supposedly updated our internet speed.
And our ping is
And,
better?
yeah, our ping is amazing right now, so that's a good sign.
Oh, it's the pretty world.
Except everyone left the server. Yeah, this is the map that freaks your laptop out.
Well, that's because usually, like, we're streaming and then we're both, like, we're both playing, and my computer's just like...
I mean, even when we were just messing around off-stream, it's still...
This one's just a little bit too good for...
And there's just too many moving parts.
It's the sand.
Yeah, all those little tiny sand
It's the
effects.
sand and the smoke.
Yeah,
Like,
because there's a lot going on in the distance in this map.
Mad Max.
Oh yeah, totally. Hey, how fitting.
No, like
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah. For a second I thought you were talking about the aesthetic of this map, and then I realized, oh no, my teammate as well. Okay. Alright. No.
You hit your own player.
I know. I took out their wingman who was setting up for a shot though too, so. Alright, come on. Whoa, hey, don't you fishtail me. Righty. There we go. And whoops.
Oh.
And once again, no one cares to play goalie.
Whoa.
Whoa, creepy specter of death. That's
that
cool. Can I get that?
Why is there a floating pizza? Like, it's animated.
Whoa.
I'm guessing you can... I guess that's a new thing.
Yeah, I guess you can get new goal explosions. That's cool. I want that. Ah, no! Whoa. Alright, well, demoed someone.
You blew someone up,
Yep.
so we'll take it.
Get that out of here! And we must protect this house! There we go. Almost there, almost there. You moron. Oh wait, that's one of them.
Yeah.
They were defending. Alright, I thought that was one of my guys that was just like, great setup! Let me knock it completely out of the way!
No, that
was them actually defending. Okay, whoops. Alright, away we go. Alright, there we go. See, this is why I always default to goalie, because, like, everyone wants to play the hero and make all the goals.
Of course, I do remember back when you did just straight play the hero and you got a lot of goals.
Well, yeah, it's just I need a competent goalie at my rear, because I am a decent forward wingman. I just, you know, if you're doing that and the ball gets past you, you need someone to...
There we go.
Dude, that was like Halloween bat explosion. That's cool too. You know, like you always need someone covering the goal.
Yeah, and it looks like there's like a on your name and then like your
there are like
explosion.
tags now. That's kind of cool. All right. Cool. So someone actually says they're defending. So Max is defending. Good. Oh god. Really? You're defending, Max? Are you? Is that a thing you're doing? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like you did fuck all. All right. Sure do love it when people do what they say they're gonna do.
It looked like he tried to knock it out of the way, but missed.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go full offense. If they score on us, so be it.
Ooh.
There we go. Whoa! Dang. That was nice.
Did the Spectre just do the dab?
Wait, did it?
I thought it like
I didn't.
it
I didn't see.
I don't know.
If death dabs.
I'm gonna be horrified if it did. Like I.
There we go. Whoa!
Oh, no.
Come on, come. Really? Whoa. Man, what is with this constant turnover of players? Whoa, hey now. I feel like people are only staying in matches for like 30 seconds and then they just... Come on, really?
Okay, watch.
Oh, he does! He freaking dabs at the last second! Come on, game!
That's a cool...
That is a cool little tag there.
But that's...
Yep. God!
At least we've got someone in our
Yeah.
team. No!
Come on. Is this dude seal clubbing? Kind of feel like he's seal clubbing.
I don't know. Or we're just really bad at this now. Maybe we're the ones that are messing up our, like...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like, the amount of, you know, how pro... Because we're listed as pro and we're just so, out of practice.
No, I'm not that rusty. I'm getting matched with incompetent morons that are ditching at the first sign of trouble, and they're only spending 30 seconds in the match at a time. So they're leaving prior to any semblance of team cohesion developing organically. And they're only 5-minute matches, people. Can you commit at least to that? There we go. No, 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 no. No cycle kick for you!
You missed.
Damn it. Thank you. Thank you for that. I couldn't see it with my own eyes. There we go. There we go. No!
Ooh.
Close one. Whoa! Ho ho!
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Someone got an epic save there.
Yeah. Well, we finally got 2 people who are actually doing something.
Yeah, and they're actually staying despite the fact that we've already lost. There we go. Maybe we can at least
Stop them from scoring
shrink
again.
the gulf.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh,
Ooh.
uh-oh.
Alright, if these guys don't ditch... Ha! Way to go! Scored on yourself.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No, they scored on themselves.
Yeah.
Whoomp! He
Yeah.
scored on himself hard.
Yeah, those must be new explosion thingies.
Yeah.
I wonder how you get those.
I don't know. Blink. Nope. No. Oh, man.
I do not know how you get those, but I am curious.
Could not tell ya. Alright, I really hope these guys don't ditch, because they're actually competent.
Yeah.
So if we can all get a little rhythm going, I think we could actually pull something off with this
Uh-oh.
team. No!
Guys!
Oh, oh, close one.
Oh.
Alright, let's at least get that shit out of here. And, oh no.
Oh, no.
Dang
Oh,
it.
no.
Oh, well. Just no!
Oh.
Really?
That was actually pretty impressive.
That was well timed. Wow, he came out there with a mission. He saw his opening and he took it.
It's like, went straight for it, man.
Wow, we don't even get a kickoff because we had less than a second left. They're just like, nah, they won. Just give it up. Oh, there we go. So it's player banners is what those are called.
Circuit Pro,
Cool.
player banner.
I wonder if I have any, like, default versions of those.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright,
see.
so far no one's dropping out. Ooh, Neo Tokyo, I like this map. Yes, good. Everyone's still here. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can actually pull something off now.
Ah! It's in Japanese!
Yeah, you've seen this map. Interesting, this is a different version of this map.
I don't recognize this map.
It used to have raised platforms on the left and right sides. They flattened it out.
Ooh.
I assume this is now just like an alternate version of that original version of the map.
It makes me happy that they count down in
Oh, yeah.
Japanese.
Well, I mean, the map is called Neo Tokyo, so...
Oh, I know it is. It just makes me happy.
Whoa. No, 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 no. No! Get that out of here. There we go. Oh, there's the setup. There's the setup. Come on. Alright, coming around. Coming around. Someone take it. Someone... Where were you guys? Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Put it in there!
Go, go.
Ah, it's going too
Oh,
slow.
oh.
Come on,
Oh, he
guys.
missed.
I know. And at least he tried.
He did try.
He actually went for it
he
when I
went
gave him a
for
setup.
it.
Alright, so this team, like I said, this team is competent. We just got to find each other's rhythms.
Oh, oh,
Ooh,
so
that
close.
guy's got a cool NOS effect. It's like red techno patterns. Ooh, okay, all right. These guys are pretty good with the setups. Whoa, 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 whoa. None of that. None of that. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Get that out of here. There we go.
Nope. Oh,
Here it comes.
go.
My time is now.
Nope.
Dang it.
To the side.
Yeah, wrong article, wrong angle even. If I caught that at the right angle, I might have even got a goal shot off.
Yeah.
It's just a little off, though. Tipped it. Just tipped it. There we go. Okay. All right. No, they're gonna guard. I can see that coming. Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, geez, that was slick.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wow, that happened really fast. I at least reacted enough to try and get in the way. It wasn't fast enough to stop it, though. Yeah, it just doinked off the top of my hood. Alright, well played. Ain't even mad about that. That was just well done. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My time is now! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, off to the right.
It was a good
It
go.
was,
Good try.
the right height and right distance, just wrong
Not
angle.
quite the right angle, yeah.
Oop.
Ooh.
Alright, that one's too high. There we go. Alright, he's getting into the zone. He's getting into the zone. What? Oh, dang it. Oh, I have no NOS.
No.
Alright,
Oh, go for it, guys.
I'm gonna set up here at goalie. Because I don't mind playing goalie if I have competent wingmen. These guys are actually decent. Okay, there we go. Alright, pop it on up.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that guy. That guy I like.
Uh-oh.
That guy knows what he is doing.
Uh-oh. Good, good,
There we go,
good.
there we go.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, perfect. Ooh, there you go. You got it, man. Ooh, or that guy can steal it. Okay. That guy's a douche.
Go for it.
There we go. Keep it on their side. No.
Oh.
Deflected. Nope, 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 nope. Oh
Nope,
shit, I
you
missed.
missed.
No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That was entirely my miscalculation.
Oh. Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Alright, good. We're covering for each other. This is a good team. I like this team. Not like the morons I first got matched with.
Oh.
Nope, nope, nope,
Mm.
nope. Oop. He and I saw the same window. Oop, come on, go for it, go for it.
So
There we go, there we go.
nervous.
That's the setup. Come on, keep that setup there. My time is no. Dang it. Uh-oh.
It's a good effort. Oh.
We're putting in a good
he
hustle.
missed.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, me and that guy, we have a similar playstyle. I notice we're jumping at the same things. There we go. There we go. Keep that set up. Keep that set up. Damn it.
Oh, they're good though.
Yeah, they are. Their defense is on lock. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. Keep it centered. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh,
God, we just need to tie it
I'm
up.
so nervous.
Freaking 20 seconds. Oh,
Oh,
oh no.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
That cost us the match. That right there.
That was good though.
That
They were
was
really good.
like I ain't even mad. They're just outplaying us.
Why is there a floating pizza? I just.
I don't know. Somebody likes his pizza.
It's a floating.
I ain't gonna judge a man for liking pizza. I like pizza. So.
Still
Now,
though.
why I would attach that to my, gaming identity? I'm not sure. That's yeah, that's their prerogative, though. Some people are just really passionate about pizza. Those people are usually from Chicago. No! You just did that to rub it in. Rude.
Yeah, he
oh,
put salt.
yeah. Salty. Alright. Caught me. Guilty as charged. Fuck off.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a cool skin. This is sushi nigiri.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Oh, they've left the match.
No. Oh wait, that's the enemy people.
Yeah.
No, I'll continue playing with these guys because they're actually good.
Yep, we got another person left the match too.
Oh.
It's just the two of us.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll give it a second.
I like this one.
Yep.
I've always liked this particular map. Our angles are a little bit off today.
Yeah, that's the part that I've always got to relearn is exactly how to finesse it to make sure that shots go where I want them to. Okay.
Alrighty.
Can the match start now? There we go.
Oh, Twisted is on the other side.
Ah, crap. Well. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Alright.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay, we
Oh,
actually
dear.
got someone playing goalie. That's good. Ooh.
Whoa, hey now.
Hey, yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright.
Whoa.
That's fine. That's way too high for me to care about.
Yep.
Alright, so they've got the forward wing covered. Ooh, he took a shot. They guarded it.
But
We actually got people willing to take shots though, so that's good.
I'm
Come on.
so nervous.
Ooh, here it comes.
Makes me nervous.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's getting a little acrobatic down there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Go for it.
If he doesn't get it, I will.
Come on, guys.
Oh, my time is now. No! Oh,
No.
dang it. It's like hang time was longer than I thought.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
I got it. We all just converged on
We're all like, no!
it. I refuse! Whoa. Dang, that was almost a line goal.
That was... Ooh.
That was a
That's
gorgeous
pretty good.
shot in the making. Ooh, hello. Just like this one! They're gonna guard it.
Oh.
Or they'll help it.
No, they
Oh,
guarded
someone
it.
finished my work. Oh, almost. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't get an assist for that.
No, because too many people touched it
Yeah.
first.
All right. Well, I can at least have the satisfaction of having helped set it up.
Yep.
That was nice, though.
Very
Good
nice.
shot. Man, my muscles still remember the quick commands.
Oh, this is a good enemy team. They're all like, nice shot.
Yeah.
Yay!
Sportsman. Because, man, let me tell you, some matches in this game get friggin' toxic.
Such salt.
And then
Such
others,
salt.
it's like really supportive, and it's just like, hey, man, that was well played. So, whoa!
Oh, that was close.
It's weird
We're
because
just close.
the community like in this game is really divided that way. Because like some matches you'll get that nice positivity, and others it's just like, oh god, I hate all of you. And I mean, if we're all honest here, most games it's usually one or the other. This one manages to strike an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh yeah! Hell yeah, man.
Oh, somebody left the match.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Let them have it. There we go. There we go. Nice. Ooh. Ooh.
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Nice! Schools is good. Or MSU schools. Okay, that's I think how you're supposed to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Is that a college somewhere? Is this guy like really excited about his college team?
I do not know.
College Rocket League team. It's the new intramural sports.
I'd be okay with that.
Intramural esports. Is that a thing anywhere?
That should be.
I hope it is.
If it's not, it needs to be.
I want that to be a thing somewhere.
That needs to be a thing.
Because, man, let me tell you, if that was a thing when I was in college, I might have had a sports career. Hey! Ooh. Hey now. Oh, dang it. Oh, so close! I even got goal credit. Or shot credit, rather.
Oh dear.
Nope. No! Ooh, alright, yeah. Alright, MSU dude. He is an asset to the team. And away we go. Or if I could miss. Okay, alright.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Cover goal. Get some NOS in case I need a charge. What are y'all doing? You're missing. Whoa. Hey now, get that out of here. No! Ah! Oh! Tipped it!
No!
No! That was one of our guys, wasn't it? Nope, that was them. Dang.
We all tried so
Just
hard.
corkscrewed it in there.
No!
Alright, we're still winning though, so as long as we can keep up this edge, then we're fine. Here we go, guys. Don't get flustered. It's just one goal. There we go. Alright.
Do it!
So is chat just like dead this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Unless it's not.
Not like we can tell.
I'm thinking yes. Because,
anyone in chat sound off so that we know you're...
well, I think
actually
Scarlett
on the
is waiting for us to...
Yeah.
And Sheila is busy currently. So...
Yeah. And again, it is a weekday in the middle of the afternoon, so... Not exactly prime time.
Yeah, Scott says it's dead. Okay.
Okay. Just
I
making sure.
figured it was.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, alright.
Ooh.
Getting a
That
little...
was pretty close.
little
Nope.
antsy there. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh my.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And no. Denied. Get that out of here. Whoa! I said out! Alright.
GG.
GG indeed. What's the text here? Yeah, there we go. GG. Into orbit I go. Or not.
We got succulents.
Okay.
That's what those are called, right?
Is it?
Yeah, those kind of plants.
Really?
Ready? I don't know.
Yeah, why not? DFH Stadium! Definitely full house stadium. Because, I mean, look at them. The crowds are freaking stacked. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it as I go.
What?
The name of the match. It's DFH, or the arena. It's DFH Stadium. I don't know what DFH stands for, so I think it means definitely full house or something.
I don't think that that's how.
I think that's exactly what it means.
I don't think that's what that means. Because look, it's got a whole bunch of different country flags.
Yeah.
So it must.
I'm sure it actually means something. Don't get me wrong. I'm joking around. Wow.
Nice.
Having a goof.
Okay.
Like death over there as he dabs his way to victory.
And so it says, succulents are what you plant when you cannot garden. They are impossible to kill. He's not wrong. That basically is, like, it's your, like, aloe vera and your,
Okay. So like
your
xeriscape
cactus.
plants.
Yeah. They're the things that are really hard to kill.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, sometimes you want to garden, but gardening is hard, you know? So sometimes...
So that it's gardening easy mode.
Yes. It would be gardening for someone like me.
Ooh.
And I might not have a black thumb, but I have a brownish thumb when it comes to plants. So...
Ooh.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Ah,
No,
too high.
Too high,
Dang
too
it.
high.
Too much power. Whoa.
Oh.
What is that zappy effect I keep seeing?
I don't know, but it's cool.
Because I've seen it, like, several times now. Okay, alright, he got nuked. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Scarlet says you can grow an entire bush from a fraction of a single leaf. From a lot of succulents.
Oh, yeah, like, cacti, I know are that way. Like, you can chop up a cactus pad and then just, like, put the pieces in your yard, and those pieces will turn into actual cacti.
It's crazy.
Yeah. They're super hard to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We would know.
Oh, yeah. Because our family's place out in the country, riddled with cactus. And you actually have to, like, really dig them up to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. And we have dozens to get rid of.
And then
so
you have to burn them.
Yeah. Because you can't just, like, put them somewhere and expect them to dry out and die. Because, no, even the dried out, essentially dead cacti will just start sprouting roots and turn into new ones.
Mm-hmm. Scarlet says my mom planted some fragments, and a couple years later they have taken over.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's how that works. Nice. We are tied up.
Good times, good times. Ooh, corpse rooted in there.
I like
well played.
I like the cyber explosion.
Yeah, I'm digging these like goal explosion effects. They're a nice little addition. All right. Ooh, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Oh, dang it.
Good choice. Good attack though.
Just throw the enemy at the ball. I'm telling you, that's the strat. There are multiple balls on this field. 3 of them just don't know it. There we go.
Oh, twisted one left.
Dang.
Oh, man.
He was the heart and soul of this team.
It was the other team.
And the town. Oh, okay, well, that's good
then. He was the one that was on our team when we first got our good team.
Right. I always love it when people just do the, I got it, and then they totally whiff it.
Yep.
Ooh, that guy's got it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that was a nice little corner shot. There. It's mine!
Ooh.
See? Told you.
You didn't tell them.
Oh, he faked me out.
Uh-oh.
He done faked me. Nope, 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 nope. No!
Like, whiff it? What does that mean?
Means miss.
Means miss.
To whiff it is to miss, like, really horribly.
Yeah, like, to completely miss.
Like, you don't even tip it, you don't even nick it, you just, whoosh, just nothing except air.
Yeah, but he says, so basically he rage quit. Nah, he was the type that he lost 2 games in a row, and he still kept going, so I'm betting Twisted One probably had to leave.
Or his server just crapped out.
Or the server, or their connection crapped out. I mean...
Because he stuck it out through a couple of hard games, so...
But yeah. The other one, on the other hand, might have.
The first match we played today was full of rage quitters. That as soon as things turned sour, just all jumped ship. And then people replaced them, and then those people jumped ship, so screw all of those people. The last few people I played with, though, solid. And hit! I'm getting good at getting the first touch. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice one. Kept them from centering it. Come on, come on. No. No. Get that out of... Whoa, that was a close one there, friendo.
There we go.
Alright, here we go. Get that out of here. 1 minute remaining. Ooh, is this guy gonna score us again? Nope. No, because they just all converged.
Like, no!
No more! There we go. There we go. Just play it nice and conservative. Don't get too excited. Don't get too aggressive.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Come on, guys. Come on. We got one more in us, right? No? Okay, well.
They're determined that we don't.
Yeah, we still have a 3-point lead, so I think we're still doing all right. Go. Go, go, go. Come on. Oh, you had a chance for a shot. Oh, you popped it up. Come on. Come on. No. No. Okay.
Oh. That was like...
Yeah, this
Four
is,
of them going at it at the same
there's
time.
a mess going on down the field. Oh, okay, alright.
Go for it, guys.
My time is now! No, okay. Ooh, maybe? Nope. Just everyone misses.
It was a valiant effort.
Away I go! My people need me! Oh, okay. Alright, never mind.
We got a new banner.
Alright, hang on. Since everyone else is ditching. Next to main menu. I want to see what I do have for those things.
Yep.
Let's see. Is that
in the garage?
Inventory banner. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I do have some.
Those are the
Three.
ones. Those are the ones that you. Those are the two you unlocked.
I'll go with Circuit Pro.
Color?
Tint the crown. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, so it's the pattern, really. Cool.
Deep red.
Alright, yeah, give me the red.
What's the tag?
Select a title to display.
Oh.
Pro. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
that's because we don't have any other ones.
Yeah. Do I have any new like
Interesting.
parts or anything? Oh, apparently I do. What are these new ones? I could have sworn I already.
Sanchez.
Oh, there we go. Whoa,
Ah.
that's trippy.
No, I don't like it. Stop.
What else we got here? I know about the Christmas one. Oh, there we are. Interdimensional GB. Okay. What about these? Cap. That looks like something from Rick and Morty. Oh, these are from Rick and Morty. Yeah, okay. I guess they did a
You
crossover.
can have. Oh god, the pigeon's eyes move.
What? Ah! Oh, I don't like that. Oh, God!
No.
Oh, I
No.
don't like that!
Oh man. Oh, is it sparkly? Is it rainbow sparkly?
For some reason, that rainbow looks really patronizing. I don't know why. Something about it.
I like the fact that the stars move.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that old, like, Hot Wheels kind of thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
wow.
is. It's literally Hot Wheels.
Man, they're getting good at these, like, crossover deals. Alright, I can just slap sushi on top of my car for some reason.
You want to go full
Funk.
weeaboo?
Yeah. Weeb mode, engage. Alright, what else we got? A literal Easter egg. Morty, of course. Oh, jeez, Rick. Speaking of, you gotta get the ball, Morty. Whoa, what the? Trail. Oh, so like the tires. Okay.
That's new.
What is this engine audio? Whoa, there's new engine audio? What? Okay, hang on. Alright, that sounds like a lawnmower. Decent. A little too high pitch for me. That one's really muffled. That one almost sounds like an electric engine. Apologies if you guys can't hear this, it's really faint even for me. That's super low and rumbly. That's okay. Ooh. Ooh, I like that one. Alright, what about you? Is that what I'm hearing? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
You can add it to your team. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Exactly. Like, be equipped to team.
Equipped. Oh, so I can customize for each color. Okay, I'll just leave it universal for now. What is these? Oh, gold explosion.
Here we
Okay,
go.
so that's the classic. Standard green. Okay. Orange. Ooh,
That's
I like
pretty.
that. Pink.
Whoa.
Alright, purple. Alright, I'm going with the orange, because that's cool. Okay, awesome. So, got
Nice.
that, got my explosion. Okie dokie, making progress here.
So do we want to have Scarlet come in, or?
Not at the moment. I'm kind of having fun solo one for now. Right, Lamplight.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep our setup for now. Is there a place to just get the Rocket League soundtrack? Because we've got a lot of really good, just like house tunes that I wouldn't mind just like putting on in the background when I'm working on other stuff.
I don't know.
Ooh, yay, snow day.
Oh. I just realized that there's not, this particular audience isn't just the colors. Like, this one's, like, really multicolored.
Yeah, it is.
I think that side does still have a bit more orange in it, and the other side does have a bit more blue, but they're all multicolored, which I think is nice. Yeah.
Whoa,
Ooh, whoa.
Thank you, sir.
Things are just
You
sliding
saved
all
what
over
I
the
could
screen.
not. And get that. Whoa, he didn't get that out of here. He got that in here. Okay, good. Once again, that guy is picking up my
Kid
slack.
Deception.
Thank
Decepticon.
you.
Excuse me. Kid Decepticon. There we go.
Thank you for covering for my mistakes. And just charging it in there. Wow.
Dang.
Alright. That was an aggressive charge if ever there was one. Wait, is that the dodgeball guy as his avatar? That's awesome.
Sarah says a couple guys are multi-streaming Salt right now.
Ooh. God,
Whoa.
I missed that game. I legit have not played it since that episode right after the one that is the last one on the channel. Because for anyone that doesn't know, I did record
another episode.
Another episode.
It was lost.
Yeah, and I had corruption issues, and honestly, it was the first time that I ever had a significant footage loss during creating,
Oh, that's so
for the channel.
cool.
Oh yeah, it's got like
And it's
animated
got,
lights.
Like, animated. That's
cool. And so it was the first time I really had to like contend with knowing, and what stung the most about
really
it,
good episode.
yeah, is like I knew as I was recording it, like, damn, this is a good episode, and I was really excited for it, and then, the data got corrupted and it just wasn't there, and like that really, really frustrated me.
Okay, we're gonna go chat dark for a bit.
Okay.
I have got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Well, I will continue my story for a minute then. So
Story time
all right.
with Ken.
So they are charging forward more goals. Good.
I hate the fact that it dabs.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Anyway, so I just completely cut off the series there, and I figured that was sort of a necessary evil, just because I was really, really frustrated, and it was no fault of the games. It was entirely my software, and I'll even name names. It was entirely Fraps that was at the heart of the issue, and yet I knew, I could just feel in myself that if I tried to record it at all, like, soon after that those frustrations would creep into it, and it would affect my coverage of the game and the series as a whole, and so I would rather sort of end it on a high note, with me still really enjoying the game, and just sort of drop off, than necessarily, like, spiral into a frustrated mess. Dang it, speaking of. And so because of that, and because I always meant to return to it once enough additional content had come to the game in the form of updates and stuff, that I could just start the series over, and I still intend to do that. All that said, though, to this day, I have not played Salt at all since that session where I lost all that footage. And it's just because for such a long time, I was just like, no, I still need distance from the emotional damage of having lost an episode that I knew was good for a game that I loved and that I was really excited for the series of. So, yeah, I just distanced myself from it for a long time. So, for anyone else curious about, because I actually have had people ask in the comments when that's going to happen. I am planning first to revisit Savage Lands, because I know there were some folks that were really enjoying that series as well. And that one I just sort of dropped off because I got distracted doing other things. There wasn't really any particular reason for that series to go dark. And that one, since it honestly looks as though that particular game isn't going anywhere anytime soon, it looks like it's pretty much stalled out in early access development hell. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep to my original plan of, you know, I'll end the series once I kill the dragon. I don't know how feasible that goal is, because honestly, I don't know how much time I'll need to invest to have a chance to pull that feat off. If it is attainable, then in a reasonable amount of time, anyway, then the plan is to tentatively finish up Savage Lands and then start up Salt again. Dang it! Of course, the other one that a friend of mine he just continually gives me shit for it too. He really wants me to do a series on, because he has an entire channel that's like pretty much dedicated to this game. He's crossed into a few other things. For the most part, Vape Train, who is a close friend of ours actually now. So check his channel out. Consider that a free plug there, friendo.
He's gonna be upset that we're still not playing.
Yeah, I know. He really wants me to play Ark Survival Evolved. And I'm excited to do so. Yeah, I have it, and I want to play it because I'm like, y'all know, me and dinosaurs, I'm all about them. I love that dino life, and yet, that game takes a lot of time. It takes, oh jeez, that just coasted in there. It takes a lot of attention, and I just have not set aside, there we go, the time to actually do all of the learning to master that game's systems and to learn all of its ins and outs and to explore its now several maps.
Yeah.
So I know that that's a rather large commitment as survival games go, and I want to do it justice when I do it. So
okay, I have updates.
All right.
So Scar says, I always love story time with Ken. Shield says, back. Now just have to warm up from trying to make room in the garage for items from grandmother's. Came to the conclusion that my dad and brother are tool hoarders. The garage has a total of 4 big toolboxes on wheels, along with another one that was to be used by my brother for work. This doesn't even count the number of regular toolboxes.
That's amateur hour compared to my stepdad.
Well, your stepdad is a tool collector.
He is, like, actually, like
straight up collector.
including antique tools.
Yeah.
Like woodworking
Marcus,
planes, he has a wall of them.
Yeah, Marcus says howdy.
Howdy goes, mate?
Man, it's ridiculous. We haven't even been playing an hour.
Already
and
getting
I'm
tired.
tired.
Yeah, I know. This is why we started early. Because I knew our energy levels were less than optimal.
I don't think we can even call this an attempt at optimal. This is like...
I pretty much knew it was a now or never sort of thing, so... Here we go.
Such tired, very wow, it's only 4.
And I'm finding that it's fitting my attention span to play goalie and only take opportunistic shots every now and again.
Yeah.
Because goalie I can focus on.
Tired.
Ooh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Get that out of here! Get that out of here!
No!
Yeah. We
barely.
danced friggin' circles around it. Okie dokie. I must go. My people need me! There we go. That's what I've wanted to do this whole time.
Oh, hey, look.
Alright, I got a zebra banner. Okay. I'll load rematch. Why not?
I'm frustrated that I'm so tired. Because it's literally 4 o'clock. Like, it's 4 o'clock. And we're supposed to be staying up till dinner, which is like 6:30.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 hours
Yeah.
from now. I'm just tired.
Also, because I'm still salty about it, I'm gonna friggin' call some people out.
Uh-oh.
Some companies out.
Uh-oh.
Sony.
Thanks,
Amazon.
PSN.
Fuck is up? Why don't y'all accept PayPal? It's 2018, hashtag current year argument. PayPal is like the most trusted platform for payments aside from banking institutions in the world.
Also,
Why you no take? Also, Amazon, don't you own it?
Also, the worst part, GameStop
Yeah.
takes it,
Yeah.
but their servers are so bad. Online, like if you try to buy something on the GameStop website, it does not go through.
Yeah.
Will not
Like,
go through.
straight up,
That's
you can...
how bad it is, but they accept PayPal, and they are the only ones.
Amazon, Sony, y'all are driving us into the abusive arms of GameStop, one of the most predatory, leeching companies on the gaming industry in existence, and yet...
That's what we were relegated to.
Yeah, that was the only place that I could actually purchase. What I'm trying to purchase is the Season Pass for Final Fantasy 15, which we had to go to an actual store to do today, which we did. So...
Because the thing is...
We
don't trust PSN with our bank account information.
No. Because they have had at least 3 major... Wow, I just kind of let that happen, didn't I? Wow. Okay, that was entirely on me.
Shield has information for us on why Amazon doesn't accept it.
Yeah?
eBay owns PayPal, not Amazon. This is why Amazon doesn't accept it.
Because they're their major competitor.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't know eBay owned them. Interesting.
And Shield says, I got my horde base rebuilt in 7 days to die, and it only took me 4 days to build it. The only thing left to do is to put all my traps in.
Good times. Good times.
But yeah, I did not know eBay owned PayPal.
I didn't either. I could have sworn it was Amazon. That's interesting.
No!
Whoa! No! I just floated along. I was midair and couldn't do anything. Damn it.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't like that one. Broken egg.
What? Oh, jeez. Humpty Dumpty had a horrible day.
Yep. But yeah, like... But guys, seriously.
Yeah, come on.
Like, PSN... And the thing with PSN is they accept PayPal, but they only accept bank accounts through PayPal.
That's
like,
the stupid thing.
PayPal, like, actual balance.
Yeah, you cannot pay with your PayPal money. You can pay through the bank account that is connected to your PayPal account. So why the hell actually accept PayPal if you're really just accepting the bank?
I still don't trust it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, and I don't trust it.
I don't trust it. Because here's the thing. Sony, specifically PSN, have had 3 major data breaches in the last 10 years. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not an if they will give your data away. It's when.
Yeah.
If you give Sony your bank information, you are a fool. They will lose it. They will compromise your financial identity.
Yep.
Do not give them your digits.
Yep. And Noah says, howdy folks, how goes?
It goes alright. I'm just
But yeah, so we
delirious.
are upset that we had to go to GameStop for everything to do with Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, because let me make it clear. I don't like GameStop. I don't like them. I don't trust them. I don't think they're good for the industry. And yet, they're the only ones that can hook us up.
Also, I do like their more geek store.
Yeah, apparently their in-store displays are shifting now more toward like nerd merch.
Which is really cool.
You know, cups and mugs
like
and
Hot
keychains.
Topic for
Yeah,
nerds.
exactly. It's like gaming Hot Topic in a way.
Which is really cool. So,
like, I'll probably end up going to GameStops more for that stuff now than for actual games.
yeah, but because prior to Christmas, we bought ourselves FF15 at a GameStop
Whoa.
sale.
Yeah, got a new copy of 15 for $20.
Yeah,
like
so it was
used
a
game
really good
price.
sale. But we liked it so much, we
wanna get the season pass. Want to get the
season
episodes. Can't freaking do it.
We spent a week trying to.
Because for some reason, Amazon is out of stock for keys for the season pass. How are you out of stock for keys? How is that even a thing? When you're Amazon. And then, like I said, you can't pay for it with PayPal on PSN, so you got to go to some other retailer.
Yep. So it's frustrating. It is a frustrate.
Yeah.
Noah says, good to hear. I have some fun news. I said
yeah?
in general earlier. I am a legal adult now,
Hey.
so I can say swears such as heck.
Heck yeah, friendo.
Congratulations.
Also,
happy birthday.
yeah, I was gonna say happy birthday. Happy
birthday!
That's what that means.
Apparently, Marcus's connection is just terrible tonight. Sorry to hear that. Sheila says, I bought Minecraft Pocket Edition for my kid's tablet by accident. Now my youngest loves playing it after not liking Minecraft on the PC. Well, Pocket Edition, I think, does have some different controls.
It does, and it's also a little streamlined.
So I can see why if you might not like.
Well, that's how my I always forget like what they're technically called. My step niece and nephew. I know they prefer playing Pocket Edition.
Yeah. And Noah says, thank you. Also, Amazon ran out of keys because those Bitcoin miners using up all the internet. It's a non-renewable resource.
There ain't enough internet to go around. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
Also, speaking of, for anyone
we are not
curious,
doing good.
no, we're really not. We're getting stomped. Menthius actually shared word with me about a cryptocurrency generating platform intended as an experimental competitor to YouTube, because it isn't a server farm based platform. It's a blockchain based platform that's that's where all the data for videos go. It's called DTube. If I wasn't clear about that, because I don't think I said it out loud.
You didn't say it. You did not.
I'm to that point of delirious fatigue that I'm having a hard time remembering what I've said out loud and what I'm thinking ahead about. So anyway.
DTube.
Yeah, DTube. So I have posted a couple of videos up there as an experiment. The recent mod news videos, because I figured those are decent high traffic sort of things. So they'd actually maybe get clicked on over there. So anyone that has any knowledge of, first and foremost, or secondary, interest in cryptocurrency, Steam as in STEEM, not the gaming platform, and DTube, let me know, because I am very new to all of it. And the way that DTube works very, very, very concisely and shortly is, rather than generating just hard and fast, ad revenue, you instead generate the Steam in-house currency, which is a cryptocurrency unto itself, that you can then convert
into Bitcoin.
Into Bitcoin or into pretty much any other online exchange crypto, or you can just save, and it then turns into like Steam power that then gets you like sway within their system as far as like upvoting things and all that. So it's a really interesting system. Yeah. That due to I'm unfortunately cynical about what I think is going to happen with it. I think because the guy that made it, I forget his name, otherwise I'd credit him. Just search for it, you'll find it. He's aware of the fact, and even says in his announcement about this, that it's more of an experimental proof of concept than a fully realized, and certainly not a very ergonomic system that could actually, from the user's standpoint, not necessarily the creators, compete with YouTube. It's not super user-friendly, it's very rudimentary, it's very simple, and it's not all that pleasant to look at and to use. It's functional, it's just, yeah, it is. I like that scale pattern. It just doesn't have the creature comforts of larger video platforms. Okay. So he admits that it's like 1% of what it would really take to really compete. So I'm scared that someone else, some other larger company,
is going to take the idea and go with it.
Yeah, they're going to take the idea of a blockchain or even just a Steam based video platform, and they're going to throw more capital at it, and they're going to fully realize that idea more than this guy ever could, and he's just going to get left on the curb.
Well, not if he is able to patent it.
You can't patent that.
You can apparently patent a flow chart of, here, this is how we're going to get money from more people.
What?
The stupid thing with, was it Activision who did that?
Oh, well, I mean, that's Activision Blizzard doing their what they're patenting is specifically their the code that they use to algorithmically matchmake people against people who have had certain levels of microtransactions and all that. That's another topic in general.
Okay, hang on.
It's more specific than just a flowchart.
I know, that's what it looks like, though. The actual picture of it is
that's how you visualize it.
I know it is. I was being sarcastic. Hang on. Let's see. Noah says, it's interesting. It's a super cool system, actually. Scarlett says, I have the exact same issue with forgetting what I've said versus thought and to whom.
Yeah.
Saved is here and says hello.
Hey, how goes, matey?
And I think we are caught up.
Okay. Yeah, that whole what's up here versus what's out here. Yeah, I have that problem a lot once I start getting tired.
Once he's tired, he's like, I said that, and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
you did not say that.
When I'm awake and alert, I'm fine. When I start getting tired, though, I'm like, wait, did I just think that, or did I say that?
And he's like, no, I told you that. And I'm like, no, you really did not tell me that.
I just thought about saying it out loud.
And he's like, no, I could have sworn I told you that. I'm like...
Well, and the thing is, like, because when I get tired... I'm aware of the fact that my articulation starts to falter, and so I start thinking a couple of sentences ahead of myself.
And then he forgets sometimes to actually say the sentences.
Yeah, I'll skip straight to the sentence that I'm planning to say instead of the next one in line.
Yep.
And I skip things.
Yep.
I'm at least cognizant of this.
I love you, but yes.
Yeah, well, it's just a little quirk of how my mind works.
Yep. Bunny says, by the way, that makes me swear off Activision more so than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Activision
it's
Blizzard have gone so far off the greedy moron cliff these days that it's ridiculous.
It's frustrating to just watch, basically.
They're really trying to give EA a run for their money, and that takes some effort, man.
Okay, Marcus says, okay, something weird is going on with my stream. The footage keeps jumping between past and present, and apparently the chat isn't loading for me.
That's really weird.
That is very, very strange.
Anyone else having the same issue, or is it just maybe something about the server that you're connecting to maybe is hiccuping? Yeah. Because I don't know what the hell would cause that.
No. Scott says the issue comes up for me because I think about saying things to people and the outcomes thereof so much that I forget if I've actually told the person.
Yeah.
It's like,
now, that reminds me too of changing subject a little. I was actually talking to her earlier. Was it today or yesterday? Anyway,
are you sure you actually told me this
thing? Yes, I am sure. I don't know how much attention you were paying. I do remember saying it out loud, though.
Okay.
Are you
sure
thankfully,
you didn't dream it?
Yes, because that's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where you dream things that are so mundane, but it feels so real that you forget if it's actually something that happened or not.
Yeah, thankfully, I don't have that anymore. There was 1 year in particular, though. There was about a 3-year span where it happened to me several times. One summer, though, while I was in college, I don't know what it was about what was going on in my mind, where I was mentally, whether it was the stress or if, some part of me, like in my late teens, early 20s, if something neurologically was going on as I finished physiologically developing. Like, I don't know. Something was going on, though, so that I had that entire summer. No, God, we just danced around it. Anyway, I had constantly, super vivid dreams that were very mundane. Like, they were about just the dullest,
waking up,
normalest shit.
Eating breakfast.
Yeah, and it was like a start-to-finish day in dream form. And I would have conversations with people, particularly with my mom and my stepdad, whom I lived with at the time. And I would mention something like 3 days later to my mom about some conversation that we'd apparently never had. And I would just offhandedly mention it, and she'd just stare at me like I'm crazy, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, we talked about this. And she goes, no, we didn't. What are you talking about? I'm like, I told you I was going to do this, or that we talked about this days ago. She goes, no, we did not. What day did we do that, and what time of that day? And I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh.
I don't know.
We didn't, did we? Why do I have a memory of doing it, though? And then I remember, oh yeah, that was a dream.
Yep.
And it actually got really disturbing for a while for me, because it happened...
What is real?
Yeah, it was almost daily that I would have some super vivid, albeit really mundane dream. So it got to the point where I started actually feeling confused about what was real in my life. Ooh, yeah, that's really cool.
I want that in red and or purple and or maybe black, like dark gray. Let's see, Skylar says, that feel when, is it a dream? Is it a memory? We may never know.
Yeah.
I've had that too.
It was so jarring. And like I said, it only really lasted that one summer. Because like as soon as I went to college again, it stopped. Because I guess my mind was focused on academic matters and it wasn't free to just roam.
Inception!
Yeah, it was very like Inception, Matrix-y, sort of like, is someone jacking with my head sort of thing. Like, I was honestly considering that summer seeing a mental health professional to see, like, is this a neurological disorder that I need to have, like, sorted out? Yeah. Thankfully, like I said, it went away, so I never needed to.
Noah says, ever have a moment when thinking of doing something tricks you into thinking you did do it? I had that today.
I've done that a few times. Particularly, actually, in the last month or so, I've thought that, like, I'll have that thought of I'm sitting here at my desk doing something, and I'll think, okay, the next time I get up from my desk for whatever reason, I'm going to go plug my phone in, because I need to charge it.
And then he'll think about it, and then he thinks he did it, but he didn't do it.
Exactly. Like, I'll get up to go to the restroom or something, and I'll have that thought of later, like, did I do that? I'm like, oh yeah, I thought about it, so clearly I must have done it. And then I just didn't. And then I lay down, and I want to read things on my phone, and I'm sad to find that my phone is dead, because I didn't charge it.
The brain is a very strange place.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, like I said, there's a maxim that I heard a lot when I was attending all of my psych courses in college that I think holds a lot of validity. No one studies psychology to understand other people.
Yeah. It's always what is happening in my brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Noah says, I was meant to run a pass to room 488. Walked to the corridor, looked at the pass in my hand to be run, and thought, yeah, I've run this, haven't I? Walked back to the office and go, why did I not run this pass to room 488? I guess running 10 passes at a time makes you forget the details.
Yeah, I've also had that thought, too, of, like, I need to edit X episode, and then I'll edit another episode, and because my mind, like, put the check mark of, we're also going to do this one today, on my, like, to-do list, I'll go and check a couple of them off.
And you hadn't done
it. Yeah, and then when it comes time to edit the next episode in that series, I'm like, wait, why is this the wrong number? What the hell? And then I'll go and check, I'm like, oh, that episode that was supposed to come out on that day didn't, because I checked it off as though it were done, and it wasn't. Damn it!
Marcus says, oh hell, might as well peace out. I've had insomnia through the week. Literally haven't slept a single hour since Sunday. And school is fun when you're like that, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Oh, that's a good time.
Good night. I hope you actually
sleep. Get some sleep, because that is the same problem we've had this week. So yeah, feel your pain there.
We totally get ya. Sheila's BRB.
Okay. We've already won, so.
Yay.
I must go! I love doing that. I don't know why.
Ooh.
That's a cool little hex pattern.
That might look really cool in a dark color. Ooh, they're ping.
Ooh, yeah.
That entire team's ping.
No wonder we stomped them. Because that means their reflexes are like a quarter second off.
I'm so sad that I am tired. Like, seriously, it makes me sad. I don't want to be tired.
Oh, jeez, he's spiking up to almost 300.
Oof.
Dude.
500.
I don't think you need to play online games, dude.
That or he's in a completely different, like, he's not actually, you know, in the States.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this game I don't think has a choose your region sort of thing.
No, it will start matching you with any region. Like, if it can't find a match in your region, it'll start matching you to others.
Yeah. I like my new engine noises. Alright, guys. Oh, somebody got nuked straight out of the gate.
Also, I don't think you have any actual players.
I don't. I'm just playing with AIs for the moment. That's okay, though. Because they're not actually falling down on the job too hard. Oh, no, they are not. Well, okay. There we go.
I've decided it is frustrating to be tired when you haven't streamed much.
Oh, no,
do it.
The corkscrew slipped.
Oh, no. Oh, no, come on, guys.
Whoa, what just happened?
Oh, people joined the match.
Somebody warped in and out. There we go. Keep that set up. Come on, somebody go for it. No! Keep the pressure up. This is the aggression that no one was letting me use earlier. There we go.
That's our...
There we go. This is all me! This is... Oh, you deflected it. How dare you.
Uh-oh.
Because this is all me! Uh-oh. Somebody get that. Thank you. And apparently I'm a demo machine this match.
So it says, do you think we'll bring in the squid soon? If not, I'll start up the lead again.
Yeah, we could after this match. Since my energy is starting to deplete, so getting someone else in to play off of would be good.
Yep. So here in
Yep. Here we go.
approximately 3.5 minutes.
Yeah! Oh, dang it. I overshot. He didn't know.
Yeah.
So, set him up nicely. Oh yeah, alright. Just tipped it on in there, alright. And hit. Donk. Whoa. Almost a shot straight away. And yoink. Oops. No yoink. Oop,
Good.
there it is. There it is. There it is.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Nah.
oh.
Nah. Nah. No. No. Oops. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. There we go. Get that aerials in
That's
the
right,
sky.
because I wouldn't even get to light speed in 3.5 minutes.
Yee! Oh, damn it.
Oh, we tried. We all tried really hard.
Yep. Yeah, at least one of those games that I can tell I would enjoy it, and yet I don't have the time for it.
It's like Eve.
Yeah, it's very much like Eve that way. Like, I can tell it's very much a game up my alley. It's just one that I don't know how much I would ever actually play it, because like I would have to dedicate an evening at a time to it, and I just don't have that kind of time. Oh, dang it. Suddenly, a wild pilot appears.
Oh.
Ah, damn. I was hoping I could pop it up over him. Come on. No! Ooh,
good
deflection.
Ooh.
Get it. Ooh, jeez, alright. They just popped off of each other. No! Ooh.
Oh.
Good. There we go. Ooh. This guy. With the setup!
Nope. Oh. That's right, says Ghost and I could show you the ropes. You could be a miner, a trader, a smuggler, or like me, a bounty hunter. Yeah.
Bounty hunting is what I did in Eve.
Yeah.
I took on the small fries from the regional most wanted lists.
Yeah.
Got my ass kicked about half the time. It was fun though.
The problem with games like that is it requires a time sink.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I do not have that kind of time. Especially since I'm starting several large projects. And unfortunately now I'm getting to the point where I don't have all that much in the way of personal downtime games.
Nope.
Like if I'm playing something, it's because I'm recording it for the most part. Like right now, our one exception to that is FF15. Because especially since we're doing the Year of Star Wars, then we're going to do a lot of marathon recording sessions for those games.
Our
And we
throats
have
are not going to fit us.
yeah, and we have a lot of ground to cover because, like I said, I have a fairly extensive collection, and I want to get through as many of them as possible. So we're gonna play.
Which is why it might become the 2 years of Star Wars.
Yeah, like we may end up splitting it and do a different themed year next year, and then the year after that might end up another year of Star Wars. No! Because yeah, some of the other themed years that we have in mind are Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls. No! What were you doing there, Thrilly? He was just laying down on the job.
He'd done really well, though.
I know, he did like the whole Oh, he was trying to go for it, he just missed. Okay.
Because he was good.
The angle I was looking at, it looked like he was sitting still. Okay, alright, never mind.
He tried so hard.
He did. And got so far, and then it just did not matter. God damn it. Well, rip. our
see.
chances.
Scar says, I'm currently setting up my fleet with a heavy fighter, a medium freighter, and an escort carrier. Whew! 2 former for monies and the latter for fun.
Yeah, when I was playing Eve, I had...
man, I cannot read.
I had 3 frigates that I ran. Rifters were where it was at for me. They were my favorite model. And then my destroyer, my Hurricane. God, I love Hurricanes.
Yeah. My Cormorant was pretty boss.
Yeah. I spent
Though
all
my
my...
favorite was the... my little ones that, like, if you had a fleet of them, they could take out almost anything.
Merlins.
Yes, the Merlins.
Freaking missile boats.
God, I loved my Merlin. Loved it so much. There was
Merlins
a special Merlin that was a higher tier, but it was the same ship type and everything. Like it was the Merlin chassis just with extra bits. I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, there was a
such bad one. Was it the Harpy that I decided I really wanted?
Yeah. There was a tournament reward version of the Rifter that I really wanted. Only I think it was 3 of them were ever like made in game. It was the Frecky, and
beautiful.
I wanted it so. And I even saw one day
one for
at
sale.
Jita, yeah, one of them went up for sale because one of the major corporations, as a promo, they were trying to generate attention for themselves, and so one of the like high ups with it. Their corp guy, he put up his Frecky for sale.
There's no way.
It was getting millions upon millions of ISK, and I'm like, I have 500.
Yeah. Sarah says I haven't played Eve. Might look into it. It's really good. It's got a very steep learning curve.
Yeah, like extremely steep.
And it is a subscription.
Yeah, well, sort of. Now it's sort of half and half because there's
there is a free-to-play version.
Well, it's not only the version; it's just like it's pretty much level capped.
Yeah.
Dude.
Excuse you.
Dude.
There was a good save, but dude.
And I've heard that you actually can get appreciably far in the level cap. You can't really get up to the point as a free player where you're running like heavy gunships or like running corporations. Really, you can still do like the fun fieldwork stuff. And still do all the free variant stuff.
There is a lot to it, and they update it almost constantly. There's huge updates that they do that adds whole new parts to the map. There's
if there is any game that I would point to as this is how you MMO right, it is EVE Online.
Yeah. It is not it doesn't even look the same as the original EVE.
Oh no. Like they have released free expansions that other companies would have turned into sequels for the same game. It would be
another game.
Yeah. And yet CCP have just kept on rolling with their old same game. And they just updated, like, engine and all.
You can play it for free with just a level cap. So you can do a lot of fun stuff, and you can kind of get your hands around it. Because like I said, it does have a pretty stout learning curve. There are always people in noob chat willing to help you, though.
Just keep a close eye on what they tell you and whether other people tell them to stop trolling. Because there are a lot of people in EVE that get a smug satisfaction out of trolling new people.
Yeah.
Always take what anyone tells you in EVE with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because there are so many liars.
There are so many liars. There are also a lot of nice people.
There are a lot of super helpful people. It's just you got to learn how to differentiate them.
Especially if they're an admin. You can believe what they say.
Oh yeah, of course. Anyone with CCP in front of their name.
Yeah, and like there are places in the galaxy of EVE that are still have not been seen by anybody but the developers.
Yep.
So they have not yet been discovered by players.
You go and just like set up mining colonies on planets and stuff.
Yeah, like there's a lot to it. There's you can. Like, you can literally just be an explorer and go to different parts of the galaxy that's nobody's ever been to before.
Going essentially like instanced raids through wormholes that you can discover on the fringes of unexplored space. It's really cool stuff. I only started delving into the exploration aspect around the time that I quit playing.
Yeah.
Most of what I did, I spent a lot of my time just ratting, as in like pirating. So the nomenclature in that game is ratting, because it's like the rats in any other MMO, you know.
But there's a lot of really cool stuff to it, and technically you can make like the subscription is an in-game item.
Yeah, you can get Plex.
You can buy
pilot license extension is what it stands for.
Yeah, and you can buy it in-game with in-game money.
Yeah, so people that get really good at it and that learn how to make a fair amount of money, or that run a corporation and therefore take a cut of ISK and whatnot. ISK is the in-game currency, by the way.
They can literally pay for their real-world subscription.
Yeah, with in-game items.
Yeah, without spending a dime.
Now, since these items are in fact, like, in the game world, they're considered like physical cargo, then, you know, they have to take up space in one's inventory, and one can carry them around on ships, and to do certain deals. Yeah. Somebody lost, I think it was $15,000 worth of Plex when a random pirate came across his merchant vessel in Nullsec, which is the place where it's safe to attack other players. It's just a security level of space. And they just scanned it and saw that they had some high-value currency, and their scanner didn't tell them exactly what sort of cargo that was this high value, so they're like, all right, well, we'll just hit them.
And it destroyed everything.
Yeah, there's a random chance whenever your ship gets destroyed that some of your cargo is spared, and that it'll just float around in a little container that anyone can access where the wreckage of your ship is.
And that's what pirates usually want, if they're not just, you know, hitting you for the XP and whatnot. It's for, you know,
oh, dang it. Well,
it's hopefully for salvage.
Yeah, it's to steal your cargo. And unfortunately, the RNG damned this man to digital hell that day, because all of the Plex in that cargo, the randomizer just decided, nope, it was all destroyed, none of it's salvageable. So just
it was bad.
A tremendous amount of real-world money's worth of stuff just poof in an instant.
She'll say, or rather, Noah says, I have a friend that used to be an Eve head. She's part of a pathfinding corporation that would escort people through uncharted ground for a price.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll says back, it turns out that when he got stuck in the ditch the night it snowed and ice, he did damage to the car. We have to replace the brake lines. The brakes started to fail this morning in the driveway.
Ooh, they probably got frozen that they probably ruptured.
Shield says it's about a $700 fix, give or take where he takes it to get fixed.
No fun.
That's rough. Okay, let's exit so that Starlight can join.
Yeah. So yeah, the
also use it. See what our banners look like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a corporation centered around escorting is what we were planning on setting up in Eve. We were laying all the groundwork for that, and then we just ended up.
We couldn't afford to keep our.
So we trailed off playing. That was where we were headed, though.
What's What about the hext? What if we make that gray?
I don't like it.
What's the Ishara? Issue.
It's just.
Oh, is it bubbles?
It's like a shower tile.
Oh, I was just curious because I couldn't see it very well on its preview.
All right. So I'll tab real quick. Jump into voice chats. Hello, how goes?
Howdy, howdy.
Adjust volume a little. There we go. All right, in game I go. So create party. Invite. Alrighty.
For some reason, Discord loves to switch up my input and output devices.
Yeah, it's done that to me a few times. Usually it happens whenever the software updates.
Probably resets.
Yeah. I can always tell when it's reset all my settings when I join voice chat and then suddenly everyone is like glaringly loud because it's reset all of the levels that I've adjusted for everyone.
Oh, yeah. It has been so long since I've played this game that I have no idea where invites show up.
Probably just hit Shift Tab and see if it shows up through Steam.
Ah, there we go. Yay.
What's ice
If I
charger?
could get rid of this massive news banner, that'd be nice. Oh, there we go. Just click news.
Sweet.
That's kind of cool.
The Batmobile.
Still want to get this one.
Mm.
'Cause that's definitely my speed.
Oh yeah. Scroll down. What else is?
Marauder. That's kind of cool.
What's the Masamune?
I'm assuming it's
Ooh.
a Japanese style street racer.
It's so pretty though.
I love that you can get a DeLorean.
What's the Scarab and Zippy?
You have that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
but I'm running the
Oh.
Trumpmobile right now, so maybe later.
Zippy zippy.
Let's see.
Dominos. Ominous Dominus.
You know what I just realized?
Yeah.
In the back of your main car, in its engine, there is a fillet head screw. Right in the middle.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is what that is, isn't it? Didn't realize that. That's funny. You can just like see the model kit parts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Play online. Any particular types you want to do?
Not really, whatever suits you.
Alright, I'll keep my usual playlist then. So we got a chance for V3, V4, Snow Day, and Hoops.
Awesome. I think I've played Hoops maybe twice.
Yeah, I played it a few times and I really enjoyed it. Like, it's very different from the normal. Oh, hey, speaking of.
speaking of.
Yeah. Alright, sweet. Like, you have to approach it completely differently, and I like that because it forces you to think differently about the game. Because it's much more vertically minded than the other modes. Particularly Snow Day, which is very horizontally minded.
Yeah.
It's a pilot haven.
Yeah, oh yeah. Match
My favorite
cancelled.
cancel.
Well, I got a banner
Still
anyway.
got something.
Cool. Thanks, game. Alright, let me just ready up and see if it'll actually work next time. There we go. Dunk House. I forgot that's the name of the map. Okay, alright.
Come on, Kiefer. Get off your toaster. Get a real computer.
Mm-hmm. Upgrade your calculator. Oh yeah, I forgot everyone goes full pilot mode for touch off in this mode.
Yeah.
I do like that the lines on the basketball change color based
Yeah.
on which side of
I thought that was a nice
the court
touch.
you're on. It's just a little touch that I like.
There's a lot of those little, like, nice polish touches in this game. It's got
I don't
what,
think I've played this game since I built my new PC, which was like a year ago. I don't remember playing this game at 60 FPS.
Bunny says, I'm happy that the Christmas event for Killing Floor 2 is over. They'll miss the flesh pound as a nutcracker and the husk as a snowman.
Yeah, like, holiday events are one that I'm always a little, like...
I like them, but I don't like them all at the same time.
Yeah, because, like, sometimes I'm like, I just want to play the normal game, man.
Oh.
Just tipped in there. Oh, well.
Was
Was that a
popcorn?
Yeah.
popcorn?
Oh, and look, they have the ugly Christmas sweater.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Damn it.
That is popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
That is mean.
Damn, I
You
want
never
popcorn.
know when someone is playing who can't have popcorn. You know.
just rubbing it in your face.
Yes, they are.
No, no,
Such
no.
sad.
No.
No.
Ooh, close one.
Oh, they are good at this. I think somebody
Ooh.
plays hoops more often than.
Yeah, probably. Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, there we go. And up we go. Oh.
Hey, Bina.
Pyro says hello.
Hey, how goes, matey? Nope. Oh.
Oh, oh.
Oh, don't do that. whoa, 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 hey, whoa, hey, whoa. That guy got aggressive real fast. Because he just walked it in there.
It be my birthday, so it goes well.
Hey.
Happy birthday!
Indeed. Congratulations upon your annual victory over death.
Bunny says Flesh Pound line is funny. They walk around saying all systems nominal, ready to crack nuts.
That is, in fact, their purpose in existence, after all.
Because they are nutcrackers. That is what they do. Is the only purpose they will not ever know.
I remember when I was a kid, my stepbrother, like, because he was mature like this, he would just always snicker like a child, even because, I mean, he was a child, you know what I mean, though. Whenever someone would say the word nutcracker out loud.
I exploded.
Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Nice.
So, like, to this day, I still have that association with, if anyone, like, chuckles in the room when someone says nutcracker, I'm just like, It wasn't funny when we were 10.
Start cooking my part of dinner.
Alrighty.
Well, that's true. It's 4:40 now.
So it is. Off the
Means,
room.
We will probably need to end it sometime
Yeah, I know.
soonish. Not super soon, but soonish.
Yeah, within the hour. Anyone else have one of those things where, like, in a vacuum, you might have once found it humorous, and yet someone else has just sucked all of the comedy out of it
Threw
for
that
you?
for you. I think everybody has a little bit of that.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, dang it, rolled off. No! Ooh, ooh, too much power. Ah, oh god, my neck is itchy. Ah, there we go.
Harris's nutcrackers look weird. They
They
do.
do.
Like the ones that are like supposed
Nope.
to be decorative too. Like they're not just, you know, bits of metal just that you just
Oh yeah, the ones that are like statues
yeah, like those really
Usually,
do look
like,
really weird.
of Napoleonic era soldiers.
And Bunny says, and the husk is funny. They are a fire-based enemy, and yet in the event they were snowmen.
Heh. What they say about comedy is the subversion of expectation. Ah!
This person is so good. Why?
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, no, damn it!
You did it yourself.
Yep, that was me. That was entirely my fault. God damn it.
Yep. I'm
yep,
just gonna pretend I didn't see it. It's fine.
yep. Mm. There we go. Ooh. Dang it, too much power.
Shit.
Ooh, close one.
Okay.
No. Ooh.
And back again.
No. Okay. All right. Overshot. Damn. No. Saw it coming, and there was nothing I could do.
Kayfa actually has a calculator as his banner.
He does. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh. Ah, dang. Ooh, maybe. Give it a pop. Ah. I feel like this mode really favors the pilots.
Marcus says, guess what? All it took to fix my issues was to restart my laptop. All is running smoothly now.
Sometimes that helps.
Also, I thought you were gonna go to sleep.
Or did you do that thing that I do
Or
where...
it might be that lay down, but I'm not really.
Yeah, exactly.
sleepy, and then frustration because why isn't it working? Let's fix it.
do something else.
Yep. Yep.
So many times I've thought I was exhausted and I lay down and just cannot go to sleep.
Oh.
No!
No!
I don't like these people.
They're too good.
Specifically, Enoch Bay over here.
Mr. Ugly Christmas Sweater.
Mm-hmm. Captain Papa McCorn. You ever know somebody that actually pronounces it that way? I've known.
Papa McCorn?
Yeah, I've known 3. All of them are from the Midwest.
Do they also say epitome?
I don't know.
I used to think that's how you pronounced it when I was younger. Because my vocabulary was more advanced than other people in my school class because I read a lot. So I'd never heard it, or at least I hadn't realized that I'd heard that word spoken. So I didn't know for the longest time how you actually pronounce that word.
Yeah, so you recognize it in text, just not out loud.
And I knew exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
You know? But I didn't realize how to say it. So when somebody we finally got to that in our vocabulary lesson, I'm like, what? I was so confused. I'm like, you mean for 3 years I have been getting this wrong?
I just know one of my favorite Brian Regan albums is Epitome of Hyperbole.
Yep. The epitome, that word. I thought for the longest time that it rhymed with metronome, and it does not. Let's see. Marcus says, I was going to go to sleep, and then I thought that I wasn't going to let my laptop beat me. Gotcha.
Assert dominance.
We must let our technology know that they will not be the victor.
Send a message to Skynet.
Let's see. Pyro says, I had a PC stroke moment a little while ago. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV when my FPS went from 60 to 1 in a dungeon where I was the tank. I felt so bad because I couldn't even type what was going on.
Good old slideshow mode.
Mm-hmm. Bunny says, what I do like in Killing Floor 2 is that the AI pattern gets new abilities and attacks rather than just be a massive bullet sponge.
That's cool. Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, adaptive AI is definitely
really
way
cool.
more valuable to me in terms of enemy strength than just, they can do or take more damage.
Yeah, Marcus says, I'm a stubborn person. Very stubborn. Runs in the family.
At least you're cognizant of it.
Yep. Hey, and stubbornness isn't always a bad thing.
No. It's all about just how it's applied.
No!
Oh,
Too close. Little too close.
Almost. There we go.
Mr. Nameless over here.
Yeah. No!
No!
Ooh, off the rim. There we go. Keep up that pressure. Dang. If I had just tipped that, we might have made it. No, that's going in. Wow, that was a gorgeous goal, actually. Dang.
Your calculator again.
With a good brick, you can fix any problem. That's what his avatar says.
Whoa.
Jeez, that one straight up. Oh! Doink in. Oh, it didn't doink in.
It didn't. We are not Tomberries. Of course it didn't.
Going full Tonberry. Don't worry about it.
That's not how that works. We don't have a kitchen knife.
Can I just have a little lantern and waggle it at people and tell them karma's coming to get them?
No.
No? Okay.
No, because we're not in the same game with Karma Lord anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, I'm afraid not.
I consider it a missed opportunity. Damn. Does anyone have a clue what we're talking about right now?
Probably not. That's okay. I am content to be a ridiculous nerd. No.
E.
No.
E.
No.
Damn it! Oh yeah, that was always going in. There wasn't
Yep.
much to be done about it. Alright, we still got time to tie it up. And no, no. Uh-oh.
Someone over here thinks I'm the ball.
Like I said, I mean,
Does my car look round?
you are driving a van, so kinda.
Marcus says, so yeah, you guys suffering from insomnia too? I read your tweet
Oh, yeah.
earlier. Oh yeah.
I'm a brick, not a ball.
Neither
Yeah,
Ken
this-
or I have been sleeping much
This
at all.
this week was rather rough.
Mm-hmm.
It comes and goes for me. Like I can usually go a few weeks and sleep pretty well, and then I don't know. Without fail, usually it's like once every month or two, I'll have about a week where I can hardly sleep at all. Ah no! Ah! That one just dropped right in.
Dang.
Doink. And alright, well, chances of tying the game up diminishing rapidly.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Eh. Oh, I was hoping it would just roll right in.
Poe says if you can't use a brick as a ball, you're not trying hard enough.
No! Ooh. No.
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
Yeah.
That is not a good.
I think that's game right there.
That is game.
And apparently the Killing Floor 2 AIs have some cool stuff that is based on where you are in relation to the enemy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I still maintain to this day that some of the most impressive AI in any game is still from the original Fear. Like, it just had some of the strongest and most advanced AI of any game of its time or since.
Yep.
And it just, I mean, aside from the people that appreciate it pretty much just for that fact and for its decent horror, it goes completely unrecognized for it. And that's a real shame, because, like, nobody has really done what Fear did with its AI packages. Monolith, why you no good no more? Because they're the ones that made Fear.
I thought you were talking about Monolith Faction.
No.
Like, what?
Monolith, the development studio.
Is there a difference though?
These days, not really. Giant irradiated rock, publisher money and demands. Is there really a difference in reasonability there? I say nay, nay.
I watched that guy a few months ago.
I miss him. I'm so
Best
sad he died.
He laughs.
John Panette, God rest your soul. You were gone too early.
Yeah.
You're an amazing comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, his bit about the amusement park water slide.
Yes!
It's like, that is not a slide. No, I have slick. When you slide, you go wee. I went ah.
Pyro says Nene is Ken about to whipping a bit. And Bunny says because they're too busy with that pay-to-win game called Shadow of War.
Yeah.
That's why they're not good anymore.
Yeah, like I said, man, they're taking that corporate WB money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like as soon as Respawn got purchased under EA, I was just like, well, rip Respawn, they're gonna die.
Yep.
Oh, almost. Not quite.
Oh, dang it, missed. Because it's like, as soon as EA purchases a company, the countdown has started. I'm still salty, like, this is how OG I get with this.
Uh-oh.
About the Westwood days of EA's consumptive practices. Because Westwood made some of my favorite games from my childhood, the old Command & Conquers. And EA ate them, chewed them up, and spat them out like so much discarded waste.
As soon as EA purchases a company, the countdown is over, says Noah. Pyre says, war money, war problems.
Yeah.
Bunny says, or live long enough to be a villain.
Yeah. These days, you either die an indie or live long enough to see yourself join the publishers.
Basically.
Where's the lie?
That's the sad part. Bunny says, just look at BioWare.
Yeah.
Marcus says, anytime there's talk about EA purchasing a company, the employees pack their things.
Yeah, exactly. I would.
Pyro says, Rip, Visceral, and all other companies lost to us at the hands of EA.
Yeah, Visceral's one that stings,
Yep.
too.
And Noah says, executed for game development crimes.
I guess for me as a gamer, it started with Westwood. I know it started even earlier than that. They're just the first one that I noticed
Yep.
falling prey to those greedy systems. Because, like, how do you go from the original Command & Conquer, from Tiberian Sun and the first Red Alert, to Command & Conquer Generals? Ugh. Because Generals, I think, is one of the worst strategy games ever made. Ever made.
That's a not so ugly Christmas sweater.
Nah, that one's actually alright. Like, I would wear that
I would too.
in
That
sweater
actually
form.
looks a lot like my.
It looks like that cloak thing you have.
Yeah, it looks like my cloak. It also looks a little bit like my ugly Christmas sweater PJ bottom, fuzzy PJ bottoms with the skulls.
Oh, yeah.
That I bought last winter.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh,
Wow. Alright, that was a hell of a shot.
Dang.
I didn't even notice that was going in.
Dang.
Wow, that was just straight from the line. Oh! Oh! Oh, dang, too hard. Oh, that was well done.
It was a good try.
Valiant effort.
It's supposed to come all night.
There we go. Oh, hey now.
Careful.
So what we've learned today is we like hoops mode, we're just not very good at it. Ooh, hello. Oh, damn it! I was lining up a shot and I got demoed. Whoa, hey now. Anyway, I feel like I was leading to something in the conversation earlier. I don't remember where my train of thought was going.
Such is life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm at that point now where I can't maintain a consistent focus for more than like a minute and a half.
Well, it is 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll probably wrap sometime soonish. No! Dang, man. It's those slowly just drifting goals that sneak up on you in this mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yoink. Yep, I missed horribly. Can we at least score one on them? Probably not. Nope.
No.
That's a nope. That's a hard nope. Ah, okay.
Little curbstone looks like kids.
Yeah.
They're
Oh wow, I love the skin that guy's got on his car.
Whoa,
That was really cool.
it's the trippy blocks. You gonna ready up?
Yeah.
Once more with feeling.
Oh god, we're still against these guys.
Well, yeah, they're having fun.
Why you Seal Club? Why you do this?
Why would we do this? Also, can someone tell me what the hell is up with the apparently new hot fresh meme going around? Something about a Ugandan knuckles. Is that I would show you
What?
the way. Like I keep seeing that everywhere, and I have no idea what's going on with it. And it seems a little too like phonetic. I'm just like, is this cool, or is this people that are getting a little like culturalist?
I do not know.
Because I think it's about, from what I've gathered. Whoa.
Okay, so Marcus has a question.
Yeah.
He says, so what are your guys' thoughts about using Illuminati as the bad guys in a sci-fi story?
Overdone. You can use the concept. I would not actually call them Illuminati.
No.
Because all you're gonna appeal to at that point is the Alex Jones crowd, and you don't want that.
Yeah. You can use the concept of it. The concept's still cool. But,
Yeah.
I would go with a different name.
Yeah. Just like, don't call them the Illuminati.
No.
Because for one, Dan Brown did it, and whoa. He's one of the few that actually managed to do so in a semi-interesting way, although I would argue that.
Yeah. Pyro said we have an answer,
All
or
right.
at least sort of. Pyro says something to do with VR chat and that weird Ricky guy.
VR chat.
Noah says the meme comes from VR chat. Someone made a messed up Knuckles model and ran around saying, "Do you know the way?" Whether or not it's racist is debated. It's taken many forms.
Huh. Okay. I did not realize that was the origin. I figured it was from like a bootleg copy or something. With like homemade dubs or something.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
So yeah,
Yes.
now we can go back to the Illuminati.
Yeah, anyway.
I just wanted to give you the answer while you still
Yeah.
remembered your question.
Yeah, isn't that weird when you get an answer to a question you forgot you asked?
Yeah, exactly. Especially since my attention span is so tiny right now.
Yep.
Because as I get tired, my attention span shrinks dramatically. Yeah. Ooh. Dang it. Ooh. Oh, dang it, no! No! Oh, almost bounced it in. Here we go. I'm just gonna get, like, hyper-aggressive and just see what happens.
Sounds good.
Just get on the ball and stay on the ball. Ooh. Maybe. Oh, maybe.
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
No! Why would you drift out? No! Damn it! Ball, why do you forsake us?
Marcus says, I think the guy that made the Knuckles is actually from Uganda and intentionally going overboard with the accent. At least that's what I heard.
Yeah, like, if it's self-deprecating, that's fine. If it's other people that are just, like, making fun of the phonetic alphabet, accent even, that less so with the fine. I could tell from what little I was seeing of it, I'm like, that's one that even if it isn't intentionally offensive, people are going to take it that way, so, like, I'm staying away from it.
Yeah.
I was just curious about the actual origins. Because I keep seeing it friggin' everywhere.
Now that I've heard about it, so will I.
Yeah.
Because that's always the way it goes for me. I never, like, find things organically. I always hear about it, like, people talking about it, and then suddenly I can't not stop seeing it.
Yeah. Dang it. Almost popped it up. At least this is a tighter match. Because we're only 1 point down, so they're not dunking on us quite so hard. We just gotta get some... No! Why did I say it out loud? I have hexed us! God damn it!
You had to say it. You just had to say it.
Note to me, shut your gob! Damn it.
No, it says, it exploded from VR chat. Started with a Sonic Lost World review that featured a poorly drawn Knuckles and a parody animation, and it just kind of snowballed with weird Ugandan accent stuff from Twitch and PUBG, stream sniping, etc., etc. And suddenly Ugandan Knuckles.
It sounds an awful lot like... no. Like an older meme of the... I accidentally the thing. Does anyone even use that anymore? Probably not.
But I didn't know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
You're aging yourself in internet years.
I am. I mean, let's face it. I'm ancient in internet years.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for the start of How You Mine for Fish, a dead meme that died a slow and agonizing death almost 10 years ago, and was really popular for a while. I was there when it started. That's my, like, claim to memedom fame. Started in Final Fantasy XI, for anyone wondering.
If you're curious.
Yeah.
Oh, so tired. When is dinner? Is it dinner yet? I want it to be dinner now. I'm tired. I want to sleep. Love, I want to sleep. I'm tired.
We gotta eat first, though.
But I want to sleep.
It is not time for sleep.
But I want to sleep. Please. Marcus says, so if not Illuminati, what should I call the evil empire? I suck at names and empire's just too Star Warsy for me. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to Google Translate Latin, pick a word that sounds like...
Just a creepy, ominous word.
Yeah, a creepy, ominous word like truth. And just go ahead and translate it, and then either use the direct translation or keep trying words or make a variation on the translation. That's what I do if I need something that sounds all ominous and stuff.
And go all full ominous mode.
Yes.
Eh, no, eh. There we
Sorry,
go.
if I may interrupt
But yes.
that for a second.
Uh-huh.
I have to shoot off because I forgot I have work today.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, have fun with that.
Okay.
Work tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Schedule wrong.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
You're not, like, running late, are you?
By about an hour.
Oh!
Oh, okay. Bye!
Then we'll see you later, my friend.
Thanks for hanging with us.
See ya.
But yes, that is you pick a language that you think sounds proper for the group that you're looking for, and just Google Translate.
Solid advice. Or you could dive down the rabbit hole of actual conspiracy theorists and just
don't do that. You will regret it. Don't do that.
You will. You absolutely will. However,
you could.
You
I
could
don't
find
recommend it.
some of the alternative groups that people actually do think
exist.
Run sinister shadow empires in the real world. Like
I wouldn't recommend it. I would just go straight for the Google Translate.
Yeah. If you're just going for a full fictionalized group that isn't rooted in any amount of even speculative real world fact, then just go with the Ominous Dominus.
Oh,
and
that was so close.
yeah, that was their defense is actually pretty good. And then just pick something like truth, the way, the light, or whatever.
Yeah.
Just translate it through Latin. You'll get the creepy Ominous Dominus feel.
Let's see. Paris says, we never heard from Scarlet again. Some say the spiders got him. Some say it was his boss. No one truly knows.
Spoilers. His boss is a giant
spider.
spider.
That's why he's so scared of them.
Plot twist.
Plot twist, wah wah. But yeah, you can try to real worlds it, or you can save your brain and
Just be aware that if you do try to real world the title, and don't do your research about whatever group you attach the name to, conspiracy folks, they're gonna rip into you for it, because if you don't do justice to their pet boogeymen, then you'll hear about it. They'll let you know.
Or if you do really well with it and you do pick just some random name, someone might pick it up and decide that that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Depending on whether you're going real world.
What happened with Dan Brown and his really convincing take on damn it, the Priory of Sion, a group that, as far as people can tell, not necessarily does exist, although did at one time.
Yeah.
And in his fiction, he made them into a much more prominent and clandestine and secretive.
So now people think that that's real.
Yeah, like people think they're a real thing, and now there are actual conspiracies about them, even though, as far as most evidence can tell, they weren't ever much of a thing, and when they were was a long time ago, and they're not really anymore.
Yeah.
Due to the popularity of Dan Brown's work, then it's just exploded, so...
Marcus says, well, the evil guys have a main warship named Infinity, and I'm thinking about putting something like "We are infinite" or "Our reach is infinite" in Latin in the banner. And yeah, I want to keep it fully functional, and the Illuminati is more just a placeholder name at this point.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I would definitely go with a totally fictionalized name.
Yep. And like I said, if you don't like the direct translation of a word, you can always adjust it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I've done that a lot of the time for, like, if I don't just make up a name, just straight up make up a word. Sometimes I'll just do some translation, and then I'll do some tweaking, you know? But yes, as bad as Google Translate is, it is invaluable for naming.
Oh yeah, totally. Because, like, where it really falls down is if you're trying to put grammatical sentences together. If you're just looking for translations of words or small phrases, it's serviceable, so.
Also super tired.
I'm aware of that.
Oof.
And trust me, so am I.
Oh no! This is hard game.
It is hard video game. Hard mode of already hard video game.
Yep.
I am not good at this mode of hard video game.
Marcus says, I just can't come up with anything as evil-sounding and mysterious as Illuminati.
Yeah, like I said, the thing with the Illuminati, though, is they're just so overplayed these days.
Yeah.
Like, people will hear that word and they'll tune out.
If you want to go with something like along those lines, just try a bunch of different languages with like light or illuminate or some derivation thereof.
You know, lux, lumos. What else? I don't know. Kind of drawing up just about that right now.
That's because we're tired.
Yeah.
If we weren't tired, we'd probably come up with better options. I actually did name a alien race that I came up with Kin's help. Something along those lines. Because
they're just comprised of energy.
Yeah, because they were primarily, they usually appeared if you could see them as light. But I don't remember what I called them right now because my brain is dead.
If they choose to vibrate in the visible spectrum. Which was an interesting aspect of them.
Yep.
Airball!
Oh, you are going to put it in your own...
No! No! Off the rim! Oh. Well.
It almost ended up in your own goal, so it was almost really bad.
I like their little flaming hot chili there. Okay, I think I'm gonna change modes here, because I like hoops. I'm just awful at hoops. So we're gonna do a different one. I'm just gonna take that off the rotation.
Pyro says, well, I have completed the chest, head, and right arm of a model robot.
Oh, good times.
Very cool.
Once upon a time I was into models.
We still would be if we had time.
Yeah, if I had time and help and money for them, because models get expensive, the high quality ones anyway. Because I really want to get into, like, I think
got a connection to server timeout issue.
I think if I do get into that again, it's not probably going to take the form of what I used to construct, which was primarily aircraft models. And it's probably instead going to take the form of like tabletop minis that I'll then custom paint myself.
Yep. Also, I have a question for you. We got a crate. How do we open the crate?
Good question. Let's see. I think you need keys, which I think you have to pay for, although maybe you don't. I don't know. Hang on.
Manage inventory?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, pardon me.
See, you have all of those crates. I don't...
Yeah, and like I said, I'm pretty sure you have to get a key for it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How much are keys anyway? Sorry, I'm like all...
Save says, I'm out. Time for dinner. Gotcha.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Marcus says, should I just troll the readers and name the evil guys the evil empire in Latin? You could.
I mean, you could. It's a little on the nose, though.
A little on the nose.
Or just name them like the good guys. Just anyone that reads Latin is just gonna read that and go like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah, they're great. Look at their name. They say they're good right there on the tin." I wouldn't put it past anybody to actually do that in the real world, and people would freaking fall for it. Because my God, every year, the stupidity of people continually manages to surprise me.
It shouldn't.
I have like no faith in people, and yet every few months I'm like, wow, I thought we were above this. And then someone just has to go and one up themselves. I like people. Except people.
Be like specific persons.
I like individuals. People in general, though, kind of suck. Does that make me an antisocial person? Probably.
That's okay, I'm antisocial too. It's all good. It's all good. We're all antisocial here. Not really, necessarily.
We're socially antisocial.
Somehow I feel like that actually kind of makes sense.
Sounds like a punk rock group.
Awesome.
Dragon Lady score. Hats off to you, Dragon Lady, with your Daenerys avatar.
Well, of course, because she's the Dragon Lady. You know? Specifically.
Wearing a fez on top of her car.
Hey, don't judge. We don't judge here.
I don't judge, I just comment upon.
Also, I like their little drone.
The little drone?
things.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
The droney things. I want one.
I'm a sucker for cool little drone robots. Like, without talking about it at any real detail, because it's still too fresh for me to risk spoilering anyone. My favorite part, though, of, like, aesthetically speaking anyway, like, not seriously favorite part, still one of, though, for Last Jedi, is, I forget his actual numerical designation.
Oh, you mean,
the one that the fans have called BB-8?
Yes, the black...
The little First Order robot? Oh my God, that droid is so precious and we must protect him.
No,
He's
that's
so...
BB-8.
He's so insidious. I love him so... I know!
It's just because he's a black BB-8 and you think he's cute. That's literally it.
He's adorably sinister. I love it so much. BB-8 is the best.
I still like that Traitor
Yeah, TR-8R.
is, I like that they actually have legit numerical designations.
Yeah, well, again, that's not even his,
It's not. That's
his
the
real
fandom.
thing.
I don't remember his actual one. I just like that he has an actual one.
I know his nickname was Nines. Because he had numerous nines in his numerical designation. I don't remember what his actual tag was, though. I love the fan community just comes up with these really clever little nicknames for people. Whoa! What a play!
What a play. Not really.
And I drove forward. It's not really a play, it's just a deflection game. I'll take the credit and the points, though. Thanks for those. Oh no, I just realized we're up against the Hypnotoad.
We what?
See?
Uh-oh. Oh, we have a problem. The Hypnotoad is real.
Futuramonauts, you know. There is no resisting the Hypnotoad. You may think you can, until you are confronted with his shimmery glory. Come on, Dragon Lady, I need you to do something. There you go. There you go. They're good. No, fine. I'll take charge here. That's the moment they were waiting for.
Did you do that?
Might have done that.
You might want to say sorry.
Might have done that. Mobby. Whoops. I went for the deflection and instead made it worse.
Marcus says, I keep coming back to Galactic Alliance as the name for the evil dudes. Simple.
Yeah. A little generic, although it works. You could also go with, like, is this, I assume from
It sounds
specifically
like
that name.
sci-fi.
Sounds like it's in space. You could
Space
also
sci-fi.
name it after, to take a page from a group that just tried and, I would argue, kind of failed, to found the first space kingdom in the real world. This is a real thing, look it up. Take the name of, essentially, the version of heaven from some mythology or another, and name it after that. Because, like I said, the first, I'd argue would be Space Kingdom, because it sounds like they're probably not going to take off, and they're certainly not going to earn UN recognition. The Space Kingdom of Asgardia tried to really make a push for establishing themselves as a legit UN recognized government. They tried this a few months ago, and they had a cool effort and a really interesting, I would call it a design ethos in what they wanted to accomplish, and they even took online registration for citizenship, and then held their first major citizens vote for the contents and the verbiage of their constitution. And I actually read through it, because the entire concept in general sounded like something that I could actually theoretically support, because it's all about advancing humankind's progress as a unified people, regardless of cultural or national origins in space. And I'm really supportive of the idea that, yeah, space is where the progressive future of humanity lies. And I thought, okay, cool, that's a cool outlet to express and to practically push for that. And then I read the Constitution, and I'm like, I can't sign entirely off on that.
Also, we have gone off the rails.
A little, yeah.
Because I have
You got
answers
catching up to do?
for stuff
Okay.
that we asked. And he says, yes, it's a space adventure.
Okay, cool.
And he has a... Here, you get to read it, because I can't read it out loud. I'm too tired. It's essentially the Galactic Allied Republic.
Oh. Socialum et Publicum Galactic. Kind of a mouthful.
Yeah.
I could see that as a the official title, and in common nomenclature, people using some shortened version of it. Because you got to figure, with most people,
We shorten everything.
Common conversational names for things generally don't exceed 3 syllables. Here in the States, we generally don't say out loud, the United States, in the U.S., or America, whatever.
Or the States.
Yeah.
Depending.
People almost never say out loud even the relatively short name of the United States. So, just thinking practically, even if you do want to go with a long, rather complex name, what would people conversationally refer to it as?
Because in my sci-fi universe, I have a lot of acronyms as the shortened, easy to say acronyms.
Yeah,
Specifically.
especially acronyms that actually form words.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Paris says Warhammer 40k is a good example of things having a fancy name and then a name that people use and they don't have time to be Shakespearean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like...
that's in general how people work.
Yeah, or like during the Cold War here in the States, almost nobody referred to the Soviets as even necessarily that, or as the USSR. You know, it was always Uncle Ivan or the Ruskies. Some folks would more formally refer to them as the Soviets, although from what I understand from talking with family that were more active and alive during that time period, almost no one really used that term. They would recognize it. It was always more...
That just wasn't a conversational term.
Yeah, exactly. It was much more informal conversational terms that were mostly used. Oh, nice!
Very nice.
Dude Bro helped us score on himself. He actually put it in. Because that shot was not going in. Alright, thanks, friendo. I love that this guy's definitely rather introspect. The power of do. He knows what fuels him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. No! Ooh.
Nice.
I was convinced that was about to go in. No. No, don't do front flip. No front flippy. No. Someone demoed. No, Satan Mobile, go away. Take your Asmodean horns elsewhere, sir.
Paris says, if I'm not careful, I'm going to cut the tip of my thumb off again. Don't do that. Be careful, please.
Yeah, a friend of mine when we were kids, actually, he was really into model kits as well. And it wasn't his thumb, I think it was his middle finger?
Oh.
Because he was really into minis. And so with an X-Acto knife, as he was working one day, he managed to just cut the very tip of his finger off. Didn't realize it at the time until, as he was assembling something, realized, oh, this thing is all red, I haven't started painting yet, that's probably not good, and then looks down and sees, yeah, his entire finger is just, like, covered. Because he had apparently nicked exactly off the end of the nerve, so he didn't feel it. Even though he took off a good little nub off the tip of his finger.
Yep. Marcus says also the premise is that Earth is devastated after the resources have been exhausted and people have colonized space. And in short, war started between colonies, the secret society took over via behind-the-scenes scheming.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Oh, close. Too close. Little too close, I think. Smidge too close. After that, there were several failed revolutions against them, and the main guy is a veteran of the latest revolution who fought for the bad guys.
Gotcha.
Pyro says, I could feel it when I did it last time, but yeah, lots of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it surprises some people just how much finger wounds
Oh, they bleed a lot.
will leak all over the
'Cause
place.
back in 8th grade, I cut the side of my thumb off, basically, with some scissors. Didn't know it, so I was just making flashcards. I was cutting paper, and I was a stupid, is what happened. I was not a smart person, and I tried to essentially make it go faster by cutting a lot of paper all at once. So because there was so much resistance, I didn't notice that it was my finger instead of the paper.
I'm sorry for laughing. That's just kind of funny to imagine.
Yeah.
Though.
So I had a girl who was sitting next to me because it was in a science class. We were doing periodic table flashcards, and she looked over and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're bleeding really bad." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm fine." And then I look down at my flashcards and they're spotted, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And then I looked at my hand and there was just blood just going down. I was like, "Oh, now it hurts. Great."
It's
Good
always
job.
once you're aware of it, then it starts to hurt.
Yep.
Because then the nerves start firing in, like, oh crap, we were laying down on the job. Oh yeah, it hurts.
And then, so I walked up to my teacher, and I'm like, "I need a Band-Aid." And she thinks, oh, we're making flashcards, so it's probably just a paper cut. Well, let me see it, right? Because she's like, "You probably don't need a Band-Aid," because that's probably what she's thinking, you know? And I lift, and she had a really tall desk for, like, doing chemistry, like, example things on. So it was tall, so my hand had been below so she could see. I lift it up and my hand, there's just blood going down, and her eyes get huge, she goes a bit pale, and she just starts, like, she doesn't look away, and she's just like reaching for the hall pass, just like, "Where's the hall pass?"
To the nurse with you.
Yes. And then the nurse was like, "What did you do to yourself?" And I'm like,
I made flashcards.
things and stuff. It's fine. I was very lucky though, because it was not the thumb that went on the bow of my
Ooh, that would have sucked.
because it was the thumb that rested on the side of the neck of the violin.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been playing for like a week.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
But it wasn't, so I was very fortunate. Let's see. Paris says, "Have you seen a vein layout? The tips of the fingers are almost entirely red."
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's why they're so sensitive. It's why you have so much tactile response from your fingertips. Is because nerves take blood to to work.
do the thing.
So.
Yep. And Marcus says on his sci-fi thing, and it starts to play out like the TV series Firefly. Starts working for a crew of smugglers, and things escalate from there. That's the premise. Got it all figured out. I just need help with naming the evil empire. They're your typical tyrants keeping the peace with an iron fist and committing human rights violations that would make the Nazis blush in the shadows.
As one does.
Public eye. Yeah, basically. As you do.
Because in space, no one can hear you scream! That's what Alien taught me.
Also, it's 5:30.
Yeah.
Somehow. It became 5:30 at some point.
Mm.
I'm not 100% sure when that happened, but apparently 3 minutes ago. But, yeah.
Eh.
Oh.
And set up.
Paris says, "In space, no one can hear you commit war crimes."
Yeah. Also, in space, according to international maritime law, which is what's applied in space, yeah, you can pretty much do anything. Because space is considered the equivalent of international waters, which means no laws! Now, I'm sure once sovereign entities start claiming territory in space, that'll change.
Of course.
For now, though, you can do pretty much anything in space. You could literally commit murder, and there ain't a court that could try you.
Nope, but their family could also hunt you down.
Oh yeah, and they would.
They probably would. If we're honest.
Dang it. Like, that's the really interesting, like, social experiment aspect of life on the ISS. Because anything could happen up there. And it isn't considered any one nation's sovereign territory. Because so many have contributed to it. So, like, if an astronaut on the ISS were to murder another astronaut, what would happen?
I don't want to know. Let's not find out.
Let's not! It's just, it is an interesting thought experiment to consider, though.
Yeah. Tyler says, does that mean we're going to get anarchist space colonies?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then Marcus says, I'm also not putting in any aliens because I suck at creating them, even more than with names. Yeah, mostly in my sci-fi universe, I have potentially old alien ruins, but no actual aliens. And I have flora and fauna of various planets, but no, like, intelligent life.
And these days, there's 1,000,003 Star Wars and Star Trek knockoffs, and it's tough to do aliens right in sci-fi unless you're aiming for a specific feel. And especially if you're going for any amount of crunchy sci-fi, I'd say avoid aliens in general, because it's just tough to get right.
Mm-hmm.
And just going for more of the the humanistic aspect of what would people really do in space, I at least tend to find a little more interesting anyway.
Which is what I'm going for. Because I decided I wasn't wanting to try and put that in also. So I totally understand the whole, let's not do aliens, because aliens are hard.
And like the other aspect of, like, on the question about, like, anarchist space colonies sort of things, the thing that I think is really going to happen as soon as space colonization is cheap and easy to do from a relative standpoint, we're going to see a massive social diffusion of humans in space. Like, no matter where governments try to set themselves up, if people have the ability to do so, the frontier is just going to keep expanding, and people are going to keep going where they aren't under anyone else's thumb, because there are resources out there for an infinite number of human settlements. Like, if you just go far enough in one direction, you'll get away from the territory of someone that cares about what you do out there, and you can really just set up whatever kind of system or government or lack thereof that you want to, if you're far enough away from anyone else's system in space. And I think we're going to see a lot of that once humans are actually able to get there, because everybody thinks they have it all figured out. Everybody thinks that they can set up a societal system that'll work more efficiently or more successfully than the last guy. And it's harder for people to put those theories to the test now on Earth, because everywhere is claimed, There aren't any gray areas on the map anymore. And if you try to set up your own government somewhere, someone's got an army to say, no, we were here first. In space, that's not a thing.
Pyro says The Expanse is a very good sci-fi space show.
Yes.
I think we should probably call it.
Yeah, we're gonna call it after this match.
Because I'm pretty sure dinner will be fairly soon also.
I'm sure it will. Save. So, like, I have no doubt that on the other end of the spectrum, too, you're definitely going to have old governments and new alike that are going to try to set themselves up to claim territory and control over different regions. And, of course, one of the major things that they'll have the ability to offer people, especially with all the assets available in space, is stability and high quality of life, or at least the promise thereof. And that you'll probably see a whole lot of, like, interstellar gentrification, essentially, with certain areas having a whole lot in the way of creature comforts and services available at the cost of potentially, powerful and even tyrannical governments that can just offer things that people on the fringe with limited aspects of assets at their disposal, or organization, or military security, etc., that they just can't provide, although at those same places you can do what you want. You can enjoy freedoms that, under the control of a much more tyrannical system, you couldn't. So you're going to see people that are attracted to different styles of life.
Marcus says, I can come up with names in a few weeks if I really think about them, but aliens just always end up coming out as knockoffs of existing properties. I'm going to put in some different animals, though, illegally and legally genetically engineered ones, and maybe some planets' original inhabitants. Yeah, that's mostly what I'm doing.
Yeah, because honestly, I think, like, even realistically speaking, in space, the vast majority of other life that we're probably going to find, it's not spacefaring sentient species. We're going to find space donkeys and space whales, and probably just a shitload of bacteria.
Do it! Oh.
And probably some different types of fauna that we just don't have analogs for within our biosphere. Can he make the line goal? There it is, for the game, for the stream, finishing strong. I feel good about that. Overtime, goalie shot, line goal for the win. Yes. That makes my ego feel good. And I get an MVP. Oh, yes, I must go. My people need me.
Yep.
Okay, alright. Solid note to end on.
Oh, I think that's our cue.
Yeah, the dog's going nuts downstairs,
Alrighty,
so we
that
must
means-
go. Our people need us.
Specifically, my mom.
Yeah, so anyway, thank y'all for putting up with our delirious nonsense today,
Yep.
for having
'Cause
patience with...
we know we are.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the interruption in the series, because like I said, I just was not up for running Shadowrun this evening. So,
Alrighty.
anyway, cheers to all of you guys. Have a fantastic remainder to your day. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kinsmark, that's Will Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we miss you all. We do. When you're gone, we miss
Stop.
you. And we
Stop.
wish you all good
Good
gaming
gaming
and Godspeed.
Bye.
Yeah, it's about time
Yeah,
to call it a day.
let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go get
Yeah.
food.
Whew.